Alright guys, so I screwed up a little bit and I skipped over intro 3 when I was doing reactions to NF yesterday. And so I'm going to do it now because NF is not the only one who's a little bit OCD. Now, let's get right into it.
What, are you scared of me? It's embarrassing. If it wasn't for me, you would have never wrote therapy. I've been here for you, but how come you're never there for me? It's a little bit twisted, but I miss when you and I had scary dreams. I don't really want to talk about it. Well, it's too bad now, Nate. Shut up. Now, where were we? Well, back in the day when you and I had it all mapped out in the basement, crying in your room like a baby. I wish Mom was here, we all do, so we wouldn't have to hear about it every single record. You don't really want to change me? Yeah, I'm the one that made this happen. Do you really want to get rid of your main attraction? Let's pack our bags and go back to Gladwin now. Yeah, it's time for the third record, and you know I got the content. I don't want to make you nervous, but it ain't like it used to be. We got a lot of people watching. You told me that you don't want me in your life. That's pretty hard to digest. And I told you I leave when we die. And we ain't died yet. Therapy session was beautiful, Nate, but I'm wondering what's coming next. Yeah, get that stupid head off of your head when I'm talking to you. You hear what I said? You don't like the prison I built you? Yeah, you want to know what the funny thing is?
So it almost sounds like he's talking to his like the negative aspects of his own consciousness. And he's saying, he said without you I wouldn't have wrote therapy session, and so, or therapy. So I think that's kind of what I'm getting from this, is like it's his self-doubt and his just kind of like, oh, you're gonna leave behind the self-doubt now. I'm the one who gave you, I'm the one who got you to where you're at. You can't leave me behind. In order to get rid of me, you would have to be dead. There's actually, I've been doing some reactions to a guy named Ren, and he has a song called Hi Ren, where he says, if you want to kill me, you're going to have to basically kill yourself, which is pretty dark. But he's essentially saying, I'm here with you for life, and you're only going to be able to get rid of me to a degree. I'll always be here. I think I'm picking up what NF is putting down, but we'll see here.
You hear what I said? You don't like the prison I built you? Yeah, you want to know what the funny thing is? You keep on talking to me like a stranger, but we've been together since you were a kid. Yeah, took us from a no name, told you everything was okay. Now you trying to cut me out of it like I ain't never been a part of it. I ain't the heart of it. I made this whole thing. Yeah, put us on the dope stage. You must have no brain. What's the point of having guns if you can't aim? What's the point of having blood with no veins? What's the point of having love with no pain? What I'm saying is me without you doesn't make any sense. I know I'm intense and controlling, but you need to learn.
Man, when those fast strings came in, I got some goosebumps, man. Come on. Let's keep going.
What I'm saying is me without you doesn't make any sense. I know I'm intense and controlling, but you need to learn how to cope with it. That's just the way that it is. You didn't want me to live in your house. You shouldn't have let me move in. It's comfortable here and I like it. I got my own room and everything. It don't get better than this. Say you wanna own your life, then wake up and take your own advice. You're just mad cause you know I'm right. Yeah, I'm flattered you put me in mansion, but you should have told him right. Held your hands on the coldest nights. You didn't tell him about the times you and I used to hold the mic. I mean, what are you out of your mind? Guess both of us will be. Come on, let's go outside. Is this what you wanted? Both of us out in the open, let's do it.
Oh, dude. Goosebumps, man. Goosebumps again. I've been getting them like I've been getting them steady since the strings first came in, and then that just like electricity through the body, man. I mean, it's not just the instrumentation with NF, it's the content, it's what he's talking about. I can follow along, and most people who struggle, we have that self-doubt, we have that thing in us, and so when he's on a track talking about it, I mean, it's relatable. I don't know a lot of people that don't have, they have zero self-doubt. I don't know too many of those people. Let's keep going.
On the coldest nights, you didn't tell him about the times you and I used to hold the mic. I mean, what are you out of your mind? Guess both of us will be. Come on, let's go outside. Is this what you wanted? Both of us out in the open, let's do it then. I mean, why are you doing this? I know that you're mad, but I'm not in the mood for this. We got a wicked to drop. So why you acting like I'm not a part of it? Hey, where's my shovel at? Probably out back where it always is. You can't get rid of all of me. I'm the reason why. Shut up, I don't want to hear another sentence. Hey, I'm in that. Is it me or the fear talking? talking? What a dumb question. Yes, real music to the day we die, right? Yeah, ain't that the slogan, Nathan? Thought I told you to keep your mouth shut. I mean, so what? You know I never listen. Let me guess. We gon' dig a hole, kill a track, and probably put a beat in it. Rap about it.
Wow. So he's saying, the fear is saying, I thought it was real music until we die. And if you don't include me in it, it's not gonna be real music. But if you conquer me, where do I go? You know, I'm the reason that you're relating to all of these people, because you express it and the people relate to it. Man, this is an interesting one, because so in the video, I've heard a few different tracks where it's kind of a battle with the subconscious, or not the subconscious, but kind of the darker parts of a person's consciousness, and they lay out like the positive thoughts and then the negative, and then they kind of argue with each other. This one is especially interesting because NF's the reason NF is so big is because he relates the human struggle in such a plain and simple way that anyone can listen to it and be like, yeah, I mean, that's real. Like, that's a daily struggle for me. And so it's a little different with NF, because it's not just like the battle of the two consciences or whatever, consciousness, whatever. You guys understand what I'm saying. It's not just that battle. It's the battle of, that's the reason the fear is saying, I'm the reason you're connecting. I'm the reason you're big. Because if you didn't have me, what would you be putting out? What would you have to relate to so many people? It's really interesting. Let's keep going here.
Yeah, ain't that the slogan, Nathan? Thought I told you to keep your mouth shut. I mean, so what? You know I never listen. Let me guess. We gon' dig a hole, kill a track, and probably put a beat in it. Rap about it for like 3 minutes. Hey, that's pretty deep, isn't it? Wait a minute, you don't really think for a second that you're putting me in this? No, of course not. Just a little deeper, then we'll go inside and we can stop digging. Whew. You had me scared for a second. I thought we were digging my grave. We did. What, you don't like being afraid? It's a dose of your own medicine. What, you don't like how it tastes? My therapist told me don't bury my issues, but I'm gonna be honest, man, I'm feeling great. I think it's only right we go back to where you were created. I wrote a song for Johnny without you, but he ain't gonna like it. Let's see how he takes it. He probably don't even remember us, does he? I wish I was burying anger, but both of us know I'ma need him for that song. He still lives in the basement. Almost done, should've done this a year ago.
Yeah, so I don't know who Johnny is. You guys let me know. Was that like a stepdad or like a friend he had a falling out with? Or his dad? I don't know. Is that his dad? I don't know. So you guys definitely let me know who that is. But I mean, he's saying, I want to bury the anger, but I'm gonna need that anger for some things. And so personally, I've found in my life, anger isn't a negative emotion. I view it as like gasoline. It's a fuel source. Now you put gasoline in your car, you can drive to pick up, I don't know, heroin or something, or you can drive to a job interview or drive to work. You know, it's fuel to propel you from one thing to another. It's really hard to not view anger as negative, and it's even more difficult to realize that in the moment and then channel it into something positive. Like personally for me, working out is a huge way to channel my anger into building myself up and doing something beneficial. And when I'm working out, I like to think about like what's like dissect what's making me angry. But man, I fail at that all the time. It's difficult to do that and then be consistent with it, because you have to constantly do this self-examination. It's a difficult thing to do, but I won't bang on too much about it here, but let's keep going.
Back to where you were created. I wrote a song for Johnny without you, but he ain't gonna like it. Let's see how he takes it. He probably don't even remember us, does he? I wish I was burying anger, but both of us know I'ma need him for that song. He still lives in the basement. Almost done, should've done this a year ago. I don't know why I waited. You know how I get. I put everything off in my personal life. You hear what I'm saying? That was a joke. Yeah, it's hilarious, ain't it? You'll spend the rest of your life in my backyard or back of my mind. Depends how you see it. Put the shovel away. Time to go back in the house now. You'll be out in a week. Telling me you want your room back. That's funny, but you ain't got nowhere to sleep. I'ma just look out the window and laugh at you. This is crazy to me, cause I thought you had me in prison this whole time. But I'm the one holding the keys.
Yes. Wow. So that connects to his music videos in Outkast. I mean the first one was oh man, what was it, guys? Was it Outro where he found the keys? I want to say Outro music video, he found the keys, and then in Green Lights he had the safe and then the keys on top of the safe, and in the safe he pulled out Perception. That was an interesting one. But in the Outkast music video, he actually had the keys and he was inside of the cell, and then his fans, Outcasts, were outside of the cell. And so here he's recognizing, you know, I'm the one who possesses the keys to his own cell, to his own mansion. I almost think the mansion, you know, it's hard to say. Maybe the mansion is just where the cell is, or, you know, is the mansion and the cell just kind of like this interchangeable? There's a few different ways you could take it, but definitely the mansion seems to be kind of his mind, and like the way he compartmentalizes his grief and his trauma and his experiences. But yeah, I won't bang on too much here, guys. We got 8 more seconds. What? I'm pretty sure that's it, but I won't bang on here too much. But I'm enjoying Perception, man. I'm definitely enjoying it so far, and I'm gonna continue to enjoy it. I already know. NF, man. NF, I really appreciate, I've said it 1,000 times, I really appreciate his ability to relate his struggle in such a plain, simple way, but also at the same time such a powerful way. You know, it makes me feel less crazy to listen to his music for sure. So you guys take care, stay safe, wherever you're watching the video from.